Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me again today for another session of Me Programming Daily. I hope you're having a lovely day. I just made myself a fresh cup or glass of coffee. This is my one of my first V60 cups. If you know, you know. It's not delicious at all, but I'm still going to drink it anyway. It's all about learning. So, as I was saying, I hope you're having a great day. Today, my focus is going to be to introduce forks into the parser so that we can have conditions in the diagrams. And let's get to work. So let's take a look at how the parser used to look like. Yeah, these are the forks. So we'll try to replicate this now. Sorry. Right. So first of all, let's remind ourselves how a fork would look like in the parser. Let's maybe introduce one here. So it's going to be called a fork, but it won't be a fork for now. So everything shifts down by one. So this is what is going to become a fork. Now, let's visit the syntax for a fork. And input. Here. So this is L and R. Let's rename it to something shorter, so that way we'll buy ourselves more space in the parser. Everything will become slightly more compact, and as a result, I should be able to fit more text on the limited screen space I have. I shouldn't be formatting now, but I just can't help myself. All right, where are we? So this will become a new home for forks. So if we have a block, let's push it up. That is also supplemented with, say, an L for now. We're just going to okay, let's see if this parses. It should, I think. Oh, and it doesn't. Let's see tokens. Yeah, same problem. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? It does parse. Okay, what are we missing? Oh, does it have to be in a new line? I think it does. Remember that issue from yesterday? Oh, that should be in parser. Why is this? Oh, because that could be an identifier. see. Lexer. ID. Could be alphanumeric or a digit. So this is probably thinking it's a solo ID. Let's confirm. Yes. Okay, easy to fix. Fork. Token block. Left branch, OCB, CCB. Right branch, OCB, CCB. It is the parser is confusing headline with the skewer because solo ID is present in the headline. What would happen if we just skipped L and R? That way, we don't have to worry about the solo ID. And R can also go. Why is L branch still here? Oh, terminal left and right are unused. Oh, okay. So that is a terminal. That's good to know. Let's see conflict. State 6 contains one shift reduce complex. Okay, let's see state 6. Let's simplify this a bit. I'm not sure exactly what it means. See those rules. No. Well, this one, I'll need a special token for this. Just for now. It should be present. Oh, it's not exported. Genius. to replace this with a pipe. Let's change this to a solo ID. Maybe I'm missing something very simple. Two conflicts. Okay. I think I understand what's happening. This just took me a while. So here, this production rule only applies to individual lines in isolation from everything else. So if I deleted everything and only had this, it should parse. Maybe not. Oh, that is just not a proper headline. Yeah, it's waiting for a different reason now. Because I cannot have a skewer on its own. So I think what would make more sense is to do something like this to provide the headline. Yes. Fork here. Lovely. So what I need to do now, it just took me a long while, is to implement a rule that defines what potential skewer block is. Therefore, I'm changing, I don't need the pipe anymore. I can just use, for example, this. In the lexer, I'm going to remove this token. And this. Input remains the same. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just remove this. I don't need it for now. I'll kick this out and leave it behind a comment. Now the diagram should return to its former shape. So what I need to do now is to allow for, to do some shifting around. So this is not a block. This is going to be an action. And in the parser, I will need to change this to token action and action. So this should not affect anything visually. However, it should allow me to define a block here that can either be an action or a fork, which I, for now, identify as a solo ID. This should build. It should parse. And now I will try to replace this action with a more general block. Return 1 here. Return this. So it needs to be an array or a list. That makes more sense, I think. Oops. This builds, and let's see if it also parses. No. It doesn't parse, okay. Let's not worry about these for now. There are some conflicts. Shift reduce conflicts 1. Let's see if this works. It does parse. Now I need to figure out what to do with this solo ID. Maybe if we have an action that is defined like so, shift reduce conflicts 2. It doesn't parse. Ooh. if we had a solo ID here? And change the input. Oh, so that doesn't even matter. My rule is just incorrect. Oh, solo ID, closing bracket. Genius. We already have a conflict. So it can be solo ID. But let's bring this back. Okay, so this parses. Even though we could also be matching this. Oh, sorry, we can't be matching. I'm confusing things. I'm confusing left branch with an opening curly bracket. This should also parse. It doesn't. Oh, because it's not a solo ID, it's an action. And now my input is incorrect. Yes. 4-3. Oh, finally. Okay, so it might not be obvious at first glance, but this means that we have forks basically figured out when it comes to parsing, obviously. We have two fork. So I wonder if it could work without this left branch identifier. Yes. So it means we can just kick it out. and simplify everything greatly. So left fork. That is going to be our fork. Okay, beautiful. And now we need to parse it to a fork. To fork we do not use. So in the parser, just for now, let's do 1, then empty, empty, nothing. That will produce an empty fork, I think. No, it's not that simple. Connected skewer blocks is a type that we can't treat just as a regular list. Oh, here. Not very pretty, but if it works, we can always iterate on it. So that should produce an empty fork. Yes. All right. I think that's good enough for now. In upcoming sessions, I'll probably flesh out both branches, left branch, right branch, with collections of skewer blocks. You know what? I'm very tempted to actually try it now. But I'll do so after a short break. All right, I'm back just for one very quick test. What I want to check is if I can embed a skewer or even a whole headline. But let's start with a skewer. Here. That would be very bold of me. Let's see if it works. No, there are some conflicts I can see, but maybe it will still work. Does parse. So let's see this. It still parses, very good. So here I no longer have to use an empty list. I can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 and 6. Parses. Beautiful stuff. So does it mean... No, a skewer is fine. So basically, This resolves the problem that I reported 2 sessions ago of forks potentially being able to contain multi-dimensional diagrams, meaning forks could or used to be able to contain more than one skewer in any of their branches. Now they can only contain one skewer per branch. This is great. I'm really happy with the progress today. But there's still a little bit of work to be done. But I can worry about that during future sessions. For now, I thank you all very much for your attention today, and I wish you all a fantastic day ahead. Bye. Take care.